Hey everybody, ABC 10 meteorologist Brendan Minchef here with actually some positive developments as it relates to the heat. But it must be said, we are not out of the woods yet. So we're cooling, but again, we are not done just yet. So the ABC 10 weather impact headlines continue to be all about the heat. That triple digit heat continues for Monday and again midweek. So especially Wednesday and Thursday look to be hot once again between 105 and 110. So even though we're about 100 to 105 tomorrow for Monday and likely Tuesday as well, if not a little cooler for Tuesday, that heat returns for midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, before we can finally start to get rid of this heat wave once and for all. But I do want to say water temperatures in the valley still between 60 and 68 degrees for the most part. We're still seeing 50-degree water temps up in the Sierra. Always wear a life jacket. We have done so many stories about folks that are not wearing a life jacket, and unfortunately it ends in drowning all across Northern California. This has happened. It's happened in lakes and reservoirs and rivers. So just please wear a life jacket if you're getting in the water. It's such a sad story to hear about all the time, and we are not even really halfway through the hottest months of the year. So it's important, not just this week and not just this month, but the rest of the summer, and really any time that you're in or around the water, whether you're swimming on a kayak, a canoe, on a larger boat, doesn't matter. Always wear that life jacket when you're on the water. It is a preventable death, drowning is. If you're wearing that life jacket, put the life jacket on. Please, please, please. I cannot stress that enough. Over the last week plus, we have seen plenty of triple-digit temperatures. It started on the last day of June 30th, made it to 100 degrees. Then it was 103, 106. You can see we're climbing that mountain, 108, 109, 110 on Friday. Peak of the heat was Saturday, made it to 113 degrees on July 6th. And then it's downhill for a couple of days. 105 degrees is what we made it to on Sunday. The longest stretches of heat, we've actually tied the longest stretch of 110 degrees plus. We tied that. That was 2 days. We initially set that September 5th through September 6th of 2022, and then we just did that again Friday and Saturday at 110 and 113 respectively. I'm not sure we're going to get to this 105 plus stretch of 7 days. It's going to be close, but I'm not sure we're going to be warm enough tomorrow on Monday to actually make that stretch tied here this year. But this one of 11 days, we certainly could get there. Depends on what happens on Tuesday, though. We'll talk about that in a second. But that 113, hottest we've been so far this year by 3 degrees, and that's actually the hottest we've been since September 8th of 2022, which I think a lot of us remember because that was kind of the tail end of the heat wave when we made it to 116, the hottest all time in Sacramento. So it really has been a while. We don't always even make it to 110 in any given summer in Sacramento. We did it this summer, and we even went beyond that a day. We made it to 113. So yeah, this type of heat, we don't always see it, but we've definitely got it this year. On the downswing for a couple of days, made it to 105 on Sunday afternoon, 102 Sacramento Executive, 107 Stockton, and 107 in Modesto. Now turning to Monday. It's going to be a warm start in the valley on Monday. We're going to be in those low to mid 60s, 66 Sacramento, 61 Elk Grove. Stockton may start off around 68, and Modesto may even start in those low 70s, but especially in the foothills to the mid elevations, it's going to be warm. 81 Nevada City, 75 in Auburn to start Monday, 80 Placerville, 70 in Jackson, 68 in Angels Camp, and tomorrow afternoon is going to be warm as well. Back in those triple digits, 81 by 10 o'clock, 91 degrees at noon, 100 degrees at 2 o'clock, and my forecast high for Monday is 103 degrees. Now, again, because I don't expect us to get to 105 plus, that stretch or that ability for us to tie that stretch of 105 does look to come to an end on Monday unless we do overperform the numbers by a few degrees. But again, my forecast high for tomorrow, 103. Average high for the time of year is 94 degrees. So we're quite a bit above average. But comparatively, when you look back to Sunday, to Saturday, to Friday, that 103 is actually some of the coolest temperatures we've seen in several days, at least about 5 or 6 days. 103 Sacramento on Monday afternoon, 101 Elk Grove, 104 Stockton, 106 in Modesto. Still pretty warm up in the upper Sacramento Valley, close to 110 Colusa, 107 Marysville, 109 in Oroville. And in the foothills, we're going to be in those triple digits once again. 101 Placerville, 104 in Jackson, 94 up in the high country, 91 in South Lake Tahoe. So again, mainly cooler, but still several degrees above average for the time of year. This high pressure finally starts to scoot off to the east going through the start of the week. That's what's allowing our temperatures to drop because it not only is not sitting overhead, not only is it not as hot as it has been, it's also going to unlock that delta breeze for us for Monday and Tuesday, which will make those afternoons cooler and certainly the evenings cooler. But we're going to get one more round of heat as high pressure builds to our west towards midweek and the end of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, and even lingering into Friday, still going to be 105 to 110 once again. But once we get into the weekend and next week, the following week, we end up between the two high pressure systems, and finally temperatures will drop back towards seasonal for the time of year. So our departure from normal headed through this work week, 103 on Monday. That's about 9 degrees above average for the time of year. Tuesday, I've got a forecast high of 99 degrees. That would end that stretch of triple digits, obviously. We may actually get to 100. It's going to be close. It just depends on really the strength of the delta breeze on Tuesday, whether that stretch of triple digits continues or whether it comes to an end. So we're going to wait and see. But regardless, Tuesday will be the coolest day since late June. 107 Wednesday, 110 Thursday. That's kind of that last round of heat before we finally get rid of the heat wave once and for all. So we're looking at temperatures mid to late week to be 10 to about 15 degrees above average for the time of year. But again, cooler weather is on the way. Here's the heat risk for Monday. Purple in the foothills still. That's that extreme, that highest level heat risk because of how warm it is in the mornings. But as we go into Tuesday, look at this, much improved all across the region for Tuesday. Much of the valley just in the moderate, Delta even in the minor heat risk, and just pockets of major and extreme heat risk Tuesday. But by Wednesday, when we start to warm up again, major heat risk returns to the valley. Still have those pockets of extreme in the foothills. Thursday, more widespread extreme heat risk in the foothills because of those warm mornings combined with the hot afternoons. Highs likely in the valley to be near 110 on Tuesday, but we still have some delta influence, or excuse me, this is for Thursday. Still have some delta influence on Thursday despite highs being near 110, so the evenings shouldn't be too bad. And then by Friday, again, Friday's when we start to transition out of this heat wave once and for all, and Saturday will likely be the best day in more than 2 weeks with highs just in those upper 90s. So weather impact alert continues. This is for Wednesday and Thursday. That same time frame, though, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., we're going to be hot once again. Those afternoon highs, 105 to 110. Hot evenings as well, although delta breeze should be there just a little bit. So it shouldn't be quite as bad as some of the evenings we've had. But in general, especially during the afternoon period, so just want to limit your time outside as much as possible. Take frequent breaks in the shade in the AC if you can. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after time in the heat to stay hydrated. And if you're in the sun, make sure you are wearing sunscreen as well. That'll keep you from getting burnt. It won't keep you from feeling so hot, but it will keep you from getting burnt. And when you're not dealing with sunburn and your skin feeling hot, it'll make things better for you even when you come inside from the heat. So moving through the next 3 days, 103 degrees on Monday. I'm going to keep that weather impact alert for Monday. Still going to be hot, warm start, hot afternoon. Tuesday, I'm going to drop that weather impact alert, though. A mild start because we're going to have that delta breeze, and then the afternoon will be one of the coolest afternoons we've had in roughly 10 days time or so. High temperature near 99, but again, it could be about 100 to 101. So Tuesday is going to be the deciding day as to whether we have a shot of tying that 100-plus stretch of heat in Sacramento or whether we're going to fall short of that. We'll just have to wait and see. By Wednesday, though, that heat does return. So I'm returning the weather impact alert as well. 107 degrees on Wednesday afternoon. The hottest day, though, Thursday, close to 110 degrees once again, that weather impact alert. Obviously through Thursday as well. Friday afternoon, more manageable, back to that 105 range. Should have a delta breeze as well. So that weather impact alert will keep it through Friday morning because it will be a very warm start. Once again, the low temperatures forecast to be about 68. That is a warm start. We should be closer to 60 degrees in the valley to start. So that's why that weather impact alert through the first half of Friday. By the second half, things are going to be hot, but should be more manageable. And then we finally bring the curtain down on this heat wave. 100 degrees on Saturday, 97 on Sunday. So if Tuesday, I'll say it one more time, if Tuesday we make it to triple digits, we're going to keep that 100-degree plus stretch all the way into the start of the weekend, with Saturday then being the deciding day. If Tuesday we top out in those upper 90s, the chance of tying or setting a new all-time longest stretch of 100 plus in Sacramento comes to an end. So it all rests on Tuesday, because next weekend we finally return to those upper 90s, and into next week we're going to stay in those mid to upper 90s as well, as like what we talked about. We end up between two high pressure systems, and we get the benefit of being in between, which is cooler. So 90s next week. We just got to get through this week, which is that one last round of very hot temperatures. Download the ABC 10 Plus app, live, local, always on, and always free as well. Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV. You can get these weather explainers like this, these in-depth forecasts like this, and we've got our weather specials up there as well, including the Emmy-winning weather special, The Future of California's Water. Continue to stay safe out there. Make sure you bring your life jackets if you're on and near the water. Stay cool. Continue to beat the heat. We're almost there. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We just have a few more days to go. Thanks for watching.